Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another Plan Let's Play of The Last of Us. And here we have Joel. We are in the west wing of the hospital ward, St. Mary's Hospital. We are going to have a talk with Ellie, whether people like it or not. And from the look of this corridor, a lot of people didn't like the idea. And they learned real quick that Joel don't care. He doesn't care. What you think is a good idea? He is going to do it
about me sometime.
This is not follow the light. I was gonna say though, I have no cover. Okay. Ellie. Oh, none of these. Wish you could walk around while this was playing though.
Hey, Anna. It's been a while since we spoke. I just gave the okay to proceed with the surgery. I really doubt I had much of a choice. Asking me was more of a formality. I need you to know that I've kept my promise all these years. Despite everything that I was in charge of, I looked after her. I would have done anything for her, and at times... Here's a chance to save us. All of us. This is what we were after. What you were after. They asked me to kill the smuggler. I'm not about to kill the one man in this facility that might understand the weight of this choice.
You would have in the past.
Maybe he can forgive me.
Not Joel. That's just not in his character. You're done for.
Your daughter will be with you
Yeah.
soon.
I think she's talking to a dead person for her own. Yeah. Son. Come sail away, come sail away, sail away with me. Just a simple sun, you know, kind of whispering. Oh.
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor? What are you doing in here? I won't let you take her. Don't come any closer.
Are you for real?
I mean it.
No! You fucking animal!
Ellie.
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you. Oh, shit.
That was pretty brutal.
Incinerator toward pediatrics.
Shit.
Over here.
I'm getting you out of here, girl.
Oh, they're probably afraid to shoot her.
I got you. I got you. Come on. Tell me which way. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay.
Don't shoot, you son of a bitch.
I said get back! Hey, stop!
Why? closure. We get the final. Oh shit. Oh, good.
You can't save her.
Here it is. It's like a movie.
Even
man.
if
Like,
you get
they
her
wrote
out of
this,
here,
like,
then what?
perfectly, man.
How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want.
Did you ask her?
And you know it.
Mm.
Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
Yeah.
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
What happened?
Oh.
We found the fireflies.
Oh. Oh.
Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie.
Oh.
People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done them a damn bit of good, neither. They've actually... They've stopped looking for a cure.
Oh.
I'm taking us home.
Straight up lie.
I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
Like there was a different way they
Just
could have.
come after her.
That just like no hesitation. None. Well,
Looks like we're walking. Should be a straight shot through here.
oh, you get.
All right.
Wow.
It's actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
Watch the other way. No, I got really disoriented there. I'm like, are they literally saying like it was a fork in a road sort of idea? I mean, it wouldn't have flowed, but I was hoping he'd come back and then he'd say something or whatever. And then I don't know. But then I was like, I don't want to split. I want to go with Joel. Damn. Look at that. Oh, I've been to vistas like this. It's crazy. Cool. I love them. Alright. Firefly territory now.
All right. Now watch your head going through.
Here. I got it.
Feeling my age
That's
now.
cool. Uh-oh.
I don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have.
Oh.
I know you would have.
I bet I would have.
Hey, Joel. Joel, it's one of those comic
Awesome.
books we were reading. Singularity. Oh. The travelers, book 14. The travelers have been crippled for now. Daniela's daring plan and her seemingly miraculous escape back home have made her a galvanizing figurehead to the last watch. Captain Ryan's sacrifice has made him a martyr, an illusion Daniela won't dispel. But how long can she keep what really happened secret? I felt a little bit of parallelism going on there. And she just wanders off without caring where Joel's going on. I did notice in the last couple episodes, ever since Joel kind of came out of it and after that event, he's the one who kind of initiates the conversations, whereas we spent the first half of the game with her initiating all the conversations. And so there's a character dynamic flow there that you know, did a flipperoonie. You know, like she kind of wanted or needed him closer by. She had a sort of dependency on him being the only one to survive, sort of thing. And then that dependency flipped. You know, he needs her.
Just a little bit further now.
Oh, that's a big ass community. Wait, though, I've been finding things every time I deep. Well, I didn't find anything the first time. I'm like, oh god, how deep is this water? Ellie, please don't drown. I missed it. What'd I miss? That looks dangerous. I sort of. What did you do? How did you? What? How? I'm not going down there. Are you crazy? Is that what you did? Like that's really dangerous, actually. You should. Joe? Joe? Oh yeah, Joe. Joe. I'm like, what did I miss? Oh my god.
Here, I got you.
Can I?
Give me your hand.
There we go.
All right, come on.
Oh god.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston. Back when I was bitten. I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So... she says... let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
Oh, you don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Oh, Joel. Oh.
Okay?
Oh. Oh. What? Oh, Joel. Jeez, I was right at the end. Alright, well, I probably pegged this on the last episode when I thought I was exiting. I thought there was going to be a whole escape sequence grind. Wow. It sort of just cliffhangers you. I mean, I know there's a Last of Us 2. But it's funny because like I watched, I did a trailer react on the channel, and man, it's crazy that no one spoiled anything, even in that trailer. And the one thing I caught was that she's playing the guitar, which is why I'm like, oh, that was like, I understood like the context of that trailer and why it was like moving for people who played the game and then watched the trailer, and it was a very subtle trailer. But what was done in the trailer had a lot of weight to it. And what I caught, because I had no context, is that you don't see the male character. And so I was like, well, that was suspicious. And without knowing again, right? So I'm like, is it the main, like I wasn't asking those questions because I didn't want to know the answer. But in my head, I was like, maybe it's not the same male character as is on the cover of Last of Us 1. Like he ends up dying or something. And so maybe it's a different character. And then of course we have the Tommy scene. I was like, maybe Tommy was the one in the trailer. But then there's also Bob, is that his name? At the beginning. I mean, he would have had a body shape that would have been distinct. So that was interesting because she's obviously like years have passed, but interesting dynamic potential there now that I've played the game and I have the context. I'm like, what the hell does it mean? Because he's been lying to her. Like he would have lied to her, and if it is what she would have wanted, the game, the ending is it's curiously strange. Because the character of Joel does go through a cyclical loop, which is a narrative pattern, because he basically ends up with a daughter again, and so he does go through, and he completely disattaches. He becomes a hunter, learns how to survive by doing the most atrocious things, and then doesn't want to connect again. Bob gives him that warning, right? Like he has all these reasons not to get connected, but then he does. And then that brings him back around. But then you have someone like Ellie, who does sound like, my assumption there is that she would have wanted, like Marlene was saying the truth there, she would have wanted to sacrifice herself if it meant others could survive. But Joel made a selfish call there. And it would have been one thing for him to have done it because there might have been another opportunity. Let's look for another opportunity, and then he's gone. But it's that he does it and then he lies, and that's where you kind of it goes back to the beginning of the game where his daughter Sarah says, "Are we going to stop to help them?" And then they just keep driving, right? Like Joel is already a selfish character. And he just goes back, and he got really, really selfish when it was survivalist mode, but then he goes back to just, it's for the good of the, but it makes it a complex ending, for sure. Because it all comes down to, did he take her will away from her if she would have wanted to sacrifice herself for the greater good? That said, where everything breaks down is that I don't think Ellie would have been behind the forced exiting of the facility, forced exit to the point where Marlene herself says, kill him if he, you know what I mean? That was, it's like, what, like, you might have gotten away with it. You might have narratively gotten away with all of that had you not been douchebags at the end, where you're also being selfish, like as Firefly. I mean, okay, the whole promise to the mother, taking care of her, but at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know. It is for the greater good, but there comes a point, like we don't know. I mean, it's implied that Ellie would have done anything for it, and even the way this ends, she gives you that final bit of like, she watched everyone die, and now that if she could stop that, then she would have, as the hero, that's the hero, she's the hero of the story. It's a self-sacrificial hero archetype, but we don't know explicitly, like, had Ellie known that Joel was, they would have killed Joel had he like raised a fuss. Would Ellie have changed her mind? Would she have like just been put under by force, right? Because the Fireflies seem to have gotten to that point where like Marlene is tired of things. She just wants to move on with things. She's making decisions without really, she just has no patience anymore of like the suffering that everyone is going through, people dying all the time, right? But that doesn't make it good either. It's intriguing to see where, because there's potential for this to be taken somewhere for sure, and too, because if it is Joel that's with her, then that game could be about the truth coming out. So there's more about the fire. Like, we don't know, but I wonder how they're gonna play that, because straight up, just did whatever the hell he had to do for himself more than for Ellie. For Ellie as well, to some degree. But that's the complexity of it, is like we're missing a bit of that interaction that would have not made it so much that the player has to fill in those blanks and then have to make a lot of assumptions about what the character's desires are. And it's a bit of a story thing too, because you can allow the hero to be that sacrificial hero at the core without having to deal with the complications of the interactions that might have made them say, well, hold on a second. And so they always come out on top. It's done in movies all the time, done in books. It's like that one piece of agency removed from them, but that they have no like control over. It's akin to when a hero and a villain are fighting and the villain falls off the cliff, but the hero last minute grabs the villain's hand and holds on to them. And then it's by something the villain does that causes the villain to kind of fall to their death. And it's not that the hero let them go. So it's that's the kind of metaphor for kind of what happened in the last 2 hours. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. That's anyways. Let's see if there's something at the end of the credits. Always talks with these things, always hang out just to make sure there's not some bonus footage or something that pops up here. There's like a trophy earned no matter what. So on normal, trophy earned no matter what. Easy. So I get easy mode and normal, obviously, because you played one to get the other. Well, they don't make you play it again. Just play it on Dell would make no sense. Now there's this thing. I don't know what this is. Left Behind, but wait. Play a side story set during the events of The Last of Us. Warning: recommended only for players. Okay. So maybe we still learn what's going on there, and then choose a faction and compete against other players. Multiplayer not interested. Okay, so there's, I guess, a DLC, or I don't think this is a DLC. It's just one part of the game. I don't know. Came with the game, maybe with a remastered copy. I don't know, but it looks like we'll be doing that one next. I don't know how long it is, but I'm sure it'll follow shortly after. I'm gonna see if I can get all these out the door. And yeah, I mean, I think I've given all of my kind of thoughts along the way, especially near the end there, about all the gameplay was amazing. The story patterns were they were dead on. And one more comment on that before I sign off. It's even the chapters or whatever. Like in someone in the comments. Like in the comments, it was said there were like 13 chapters. However many chapters there were, I wasn't really counting. But it's that they felt like each chapter felt like a closed story arc. Like there was a theme at the beginning of it, and then there was a through line through the entire chapter, so that it kind of came back around, and they're like mini stories that made up this bigger story. It's equivalent to comic books that then turn into a trade, a collectible edition, a collected edition. And I thought that was pretty fascinating, because that's kind of the narrative breakdowns that I've been investigating the most. Obviously all my comic fascinations and stuff like that, but breaking down movies and seeing how all those patterns work. And I never quite experienced a game that did it as perfectly as this game. So anyways, pretty amazed by it. I can't wait to play Left Behind. And I don't know how long it is, but it'll be back sometime soon. I will catch you there. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, everybody. Peace.